Alright, I know this is going to be probably a short video, but I figured I should explain it anyway, so that next time you see a test you won't be like,
what the freak, everything's so different, what's happening?
Side note, speaking of videos, I'm going to do two separate kinds of videos. One of this kind of video of explaining a certain project and stuff like that, and then another kind of just the tests by themselves, without me explaining anything. So, yep. Man, this desk is really messy. I'll fix that. That should fix it. Yeah. Cleaned it right up. Alright, so. Context. It's a lot of fire. Context. So I built this thing a while back and made a video about it so that I can measure the thrust of my engines. And I could have used a normal scale, but the normal scale is a little imprecise and doesn't do as many measurements, so I made my own thing. And it has a little load cell here, a little computer to translate it to grams, and then a little display here so that I can record it. Now, yeah. And it was great until I did a test one day and it reached up to 10 kilograms of thrust, new record. And I figured that was a lot for this thing to handle. And I looked a little closer and I saw something. See that little number right there? It says 10 kilograms. The maximum is 10 kilograms. Now it isn't the maximum of how much you can measure, it's the maximum until it breaks. And I don't want this thing to break. So after doing a little bit of skin scratching, chin scratching, I thought of a
genius solution.
negative weight. It isn't actually negative weight, but you know, it sounds cool when I say negative weight. And that's all that matters. So the negative weight is basically just a clever name, but what I actually mean is my original setup is have an engine on here that pushes down and gives a positive value of weight right here. But instead, what I'm going to do is put the engine right here and it will give a negative value. But it still has a maximum of 10, so once it reaches negative 10, it will still break. So, here's where I come up with my brilliant idea. If I put 10 kilograms on here, then it'll be reaching its maximum this way, but then once I have the engine push, it will need to reach up 20 kilograms in order to break it this way, and effectively doubling the amount of thrust it has. So the 10 kilogram max is both this way and this way. So if I put the weight all the way down to here, then the maximum has the full 20. So isn't that cool? And so, that's where I come up with this crazy contraption. You fit it on there, tighten these things, put a big weight here, and it'll press it down, probably a little less than 10 kilograms. I don't want to actually accidentally break it. And it will give it a lot more range to be able to push this up until it breaks this. So yep, bada bing bada boom. Humor.